and welcome to the very first episode of Vivant. If you enjoy great food, how it's all made and where it comes from, then you're in the right place. In today's episode, we're going to be having a look at some local food businesses from in and around Nottingham. One of these establishments specialises in food intolerances and wants to try and expand people's knowledge on the subject. We also have an easy to follow food tutorial. For all you budding bakers out there, you can follow along right at home with all the ingredients and the method and everything you need to complete it shown right on screen. Finally, we wanted to have a look and see if any of our students from in and around Nottingham can really tell the difference between branded and unbranded foods. But first, we visited Small Food Bakery and spoke to Kimberly Bell about her artisan bakery, where they focus on small batch, high quality products which use seasonal ingredients from around Nottingham.
Small Food Bakery is a small food factory based here at Primary. I started it 3 years ago. It came about because I had a friend who was already baking in the same space we're in now, and she had to move away, and I'd helped her out a little bit, and she said to me, "Kim, I want you to take it over. I don't want anyone else to have it. You have to take it." So I thought about it, and it's always been an ambition of mine to start some kind of small food business, and that's how it started. It was a small food bakery. The ovens were already in place, so it made sense that we became a bakery. I guess we would be classed as an artisan bakery. And what that usually means for people is that things are made by hand in quite small batches. We do obviously have some machinery in the bakery to help us, but the point is we have control over the process, and we're baking for optimum flavour and to make products that are healthy and maybe not optimum production, which perhaps a larger industrial bakery would be going for. I think if you went into a large industrial bakery, it would probably look like a lab. Or a big factory. You might not be able to distinguish between the fact that it's a food factory, it could be making anything. And they're very impressive, but just completely different to what we're doing. We try to make sure that all of the ingredients are traceable back to the soil. So I often say we look for local produce, and we do. We prioritise working with local people, it's convenient. But actually what's more important to us is knowing the exact route that the ingredients have taken from the soil to get to us. We like to deal directly with farmers. We get better value for money that way. We learn a lot by doing that. And it allows us to really interrogate whether things are being grown in an environmentally sustainable way, whether or not the food is healthy and fresh. We feel it gives us a lot of control over the ingredients that we use, and hopefully it comes through in the flavour of the end product. If you choose to spend your money locally, for example via the food assembly, it really helps the local economy. Using the food assembly as an example, over 80% of the money that you spend goes directly to the grower or producer. There's no other retail scenario where that happens. I think people who supply into the supermarkets often get quite a raw deal. There's loads of stories in the news about how difficult it's been for farmers, particularly the dairy industry, to make a genuine living by supplying into that route. So I think just having this direct relationship with farmers and producers, the benefits go both ways. It's better value for money because more of your money stays with them, and it's better value for you because you're getting healthier, much better quality product, and you've got access to them to ask them questions, to find out all the details that you need to know when deciding what foods you want to feed your family. So Primary is a charitable organisation. that seeks to support the arts in Nottingham. They took over this building that we're in 2013, and they've transformed it into a selection of artist studios and places for other creative businesses to work. There's also project spaces like the one we're in now, which get used for events and for people to make larger artworks. Lots of artists come here on residencies. It's a privilege to have been given the opportunity to move in here. When I started the bakery, it was so important to have this ready-made, supportive community around me. And I think people really enjoy visiting the building as well as the bakery. So if people want to know more about what we do at Small Food Bakery, the best way to do that is probably to follow us on our Facebook page or on Instagram, where we post regular photographs of the things that we're making. We also have a website, and people are welcome to get in touch with any questions they have via email.
That was Small Food Bakery based in the heart of Nottingham. It's great to see local businesses still thriving and producing such high quality and nutritional foods. If you want to get in touch with Kimberly or know more about the bakery itself, just have a look at our website where you can see their contact details, their web address and their social media. Next up, we visited Liberty Kitchen, run by a lady called Sam. Sam specialises in providing catering and cookery lessons to people with multiple food intolerances and allergies. We wanted to find more about what it's like living with food intolerances and why she wants to help other people expand their knowledge on the intolerances.
My name's Sam and I run a company called Liberty Kitchen. I've been running Liberty Kitchen since 2012, and the reason I started it was because I was diagnosed with celiac in 2011. I was unable to work for about a year because of all the problems that I had with my health. I had really bad fatigue, had joint pain, I had stomach problems, lots of different things. And then in 2012, my friend suggested that I start up my own business. The reason being, I'd been trying out the gluten-free food in the supermarkets and I just did not like it very much at all. So I started making my own food and it tasted a lot better. People suggested that I go out and sell it, and I did, and that's how it all started off, really. The whole point of Liberty Kitchen was originally to sell gluten-free food to people locally and just provide a better option. As time progressed, I got more and more different orders from people. Obviously people that would have celiac disease or gluten intolerance, and then it kind of spread to people with milk intolerances, egg, vegan, people that couldn't eat cocoa or limes or lemons, or just lots and lots of different things, and it just kind of progresses, and the more it progresses, the more different things you have to do. So I ended up doing it so that I could take bespoke orders from people and make whatever they wanted. And then also helping people with their diet, planning their sort of recipes and things like that for them as well. Doing pop-up kitchens and market stalls and lots of different things. Yeah, that's kind of how it's kind of progressed. So as a small scale producer, I'm also part of a group called Nots Nosh, and we're all local producers based within Nottinghamshire, and we all use local produce as much as we can and support other local businesses. Another aim of our group is that we will be supporting local people and teaching them how to grow and produce their own food and cook healthy options. And we have a community kitchen that we use as well, so that we can do that sort of thing in the local area. One of the things that I do is I do some pop-up kitchens from time to time, and it's to give people the opportunity to eat 100% gluten-free food that's safe for celiacs to eat, and also for people with other food intolerances. So I've done quite a few over the years. And another thing that I do is I try and do kind of community-based events, and I've got one coming up next week, which is a community dinner for 100 people. So we've fundraised all the money, and I've got about 50 volunteers that are helping with the meal as well, so that we can go out and feed 100 people that really could do with a good plate of food. So there's a trend at the moment for people wanting to do gluten-free. There's mixed reasons for that. Some of them think it's for weight loss, some of them do it for health reasons, and some of them just do it because they've read it in a magazine and Gwyneth Paltrow has done it, so they think they'll do it too. So there's good bits and bad bits to it. The good bits are that it's becoming a lot more well known and there's a lot more choice, but unfortunately, because some people who aren't celiac and choose to eat gluten-free, they don't have the problems with cross-contamination. It can give misleading messages to people that work in restaurants and shops about what is and what isn't gluten-free, and that creates health risks for people that do need to avoid it. For education-wise, maybe something like having a person in a soap having celiac disease or something like that, that could probably work quite well. Just more information really needs to get out there. More people need to talk about it, but it is getting better known, and people do go, oh yeah, I know someone who's got that. I do know that in Italy all children get tested for celiac disease, so when I've been out there, everyone knows exactly what it is and they know exactly how to treat it, and it's a lot better, which is surprising. Everyone's quite surprised that in Italy you can go and eat so safely.
Thank you, Sam and Liberty Kitchen, for that insight into food intolerances and how it is vital that people understand how to manage their own health and well-being through the healing power of food. As well as showing us how Nottingham is working together to make sure everyone across the city is well fed, and telling us why supporting local economy, lowering food miles and being part of a local food system is so important. Right, do you love making new things? Well, next up we have an easy to follow food tutorial, and this week we'll be following how to make 4 simple pastry snacks. The tutorial shows you the ingredients, method and baking times all on screen. So if you think this is going to be something you'd really enjoy, grab a pen and paper and get ready to watch. I don't know about you, but that's made me rather hungry. If you didn't manage to jot down all the ingredients you'll need and everything you need to make those yummy snacks, all the ingredients, the method, and the baking times are all on our website, so it's just that little bit easier for you. Our final segment on today's episode is a blind taste test. We chose 3 pairs of students to see if they could really recognise the difference between supermarket own brands against their branded counterpart. And as they found out, it's not as easy as you may think. Let's see how they got on.
Alright, cool. Do this one, yeah. Do?
Oh, from
Yeah.
That's a non-branded one.
You think so?
Yeah,
Is it good?
it's alright.
No.
You're very salty, very vinegary. Okay.
Okay.
I think these are kettle chips because kettle chips are very flavoury.
But let me try.
Try the other one.
This one's got way more flavour.
Okay. I'll say this is the branded
Yeah.
colour. And this is the unbranded.
I think these are the kettles ones and these are the Tesco.
What do you think, Freddie?
I think kettle and everyday essential.
So which one do you think is kettle?
This one.
Okay.
And then everyday essentials.
Okay.
And I think the opposite.
Alright, try one.
No, that's horrible.
It's horrible. I hate Coca-Cola.
Out of the way.
Oh yeah. It's like water, Coke, and then water.
It tastes like Coca-Cola sweets.
Yeah, the frizz, it's like the ones that you put in the freezer and then you bang it out in summer, you take it out and it starts melting and it just tastes just like that.
Good stuff. Oh, you got to do it. Much better.
That does taste like normal Coke.
You know what, this doesn't taste like Coke either.
It's got way more fizz.
Ooh.
So, is one of them real Coke, like Coca-Cola brand Coke, and one of them's
Fake.
Tesco Coke? Yeah, that was the fake one. This is the other one. However, this kind of tastes weird as well.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get one premium item out of all we've just done,
Yeah.
do Coke.
Yeah, I'm more of a Diet Coke man, but
I don't know about this. I don't know about this at all.
I think these are really I think these are cornflakes. I think these are cornflakes.
These are everyday essential.
Cornflakes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's sweet on the tongue. Nice, Ray.
it tastes like real cornflakes.
Which one do you think it is so far?
I'm just go for the non-branded.
You think this is non-branded?
No, this is definitely Kellogg's.
Shani thinks she knows.
No, this is definitely branded. This is definitely branded without fail.
I think that's Tesco because I very much grew up on own brand stuff, so
Yeah.
it's definitely Tesco. That's definitely non-branded.
You think so?
100%.
These are the value ones.
Yeah.
These are the whatever value everyday essential ones.
Okay.
These taste less cornflakey than the other ones. They've got less like cornflakey flavour.
Interesting.
They're a bit bland.
What do you think, Franny, as someone who doesn't like cornflakes?
The first one had better quality. This one tastes like it's just nastiness.
They taste like
I think the first one is the proper one,
Yeah.
and this one is like, oh, I'm just going to the store to buy 99p cornflakes.
they taste like cornflakes, but they just taste like less cornflakes. Like if you just eat these, you'd think, oh yeah, they're cornflakes. But when you compare them to the first one,
To the other one.
the other ones are a lot nicer.
Okay.
These are like
Yeah, this is like you need to add sugar and chocolate and whatever to it.
You guys want to
It's
know?
gotta go.
Yeah.
The first ones were Tesco value.
No!
Yeah.
That's why I had so much sugar.
You're lying to me.
No, where
What are these? And these are cornflakes.
This is dirty.
These aren't nice.
Kellogg's.
No.
No, it's not. Yo.
See, I told you it wasn't as easy as you first thought. So maybe next time when you go out shopping, why not try the cheaper option? You never know, you might be pleasantly surprised. But that's all we have time for on today's episode of Bon Vivant. We really hope you enjoyed the show. But next week, we'll be in Leicestershire finding out about the food establishments they have on offer for the local people, as well as another easy to follow food tutorial, and you'll have to wait and see what food related issues we'll be testing the people of Leicester on. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next week. Goodbye.